The title of today's class is Lost in a Candy Store. Lost in a Candy Store. And we're going to touch on certain topics such as passion and purpose in life, power thoughts and identity. We're also going to talk about the 6 points of what constitutes true happiness. Well, we're going to start off with a little flow of these books I write typically take about 5 to 10 minutes and more or less written in epigrammatic form. So it's Lost in a Candy Store, the name of the book. So I'm going to read it through, then we're going to use this as a springboard to go into the major points. One thing for sure, it's not a small world. I get lost every day, and so does everyone else. Why, just the other day, I thought I found my way. Next thing I know, I was in a dark pit. It's not that it's a large world, it just winds around a lot. Sometimes I can't even find the light switch. It's just we're not where we think we are. For example, I was bathing in sunshine, and then suddenly I was floating on wet bear clouds in a rainstorm. And what's really strange is that there is no such thing as a bear cloud. Then I got up and said, I'm going to the party. And someone said, wait a minute, this is the party. That's the great thing about getting lost. You get to go home and be happy. Sit in a rocking chair by the fire on a cold night. But did you ever find that out of nowhere the walls disappear and you're out in the snow and you wonder what happened to the fireplace? Life is like that. It's not that the house doesn't exist anymore, it's just not surrounding us like it used to. Or maybe it's still there, but we just don't see it. But anyhow, it's cold. That's real. Sometimes when I'm happy, a dark memory comes. And I'm back in the cold. But if I stay very still and tell myself the right thing in the right way, then I come back and land on the rocking chair. Life's too short to go to a bad movie. That's why I try to not get lost unless I think I'm better off that way. Well, I want to wake up and find that my nightmare wasn't a dream. We shouldn't leave without saying goodbye and maybe have an idea where we're going. But who really arrives there? We seek happiness. We knock on the door over and over. But who answers? We are all looking for a good thought. When you say hello and you don't know yourself, then say goodbye. When you say, I know who I am, also add, I am lost. Or you could say, I am whoever God says I am. That helps to avoid a lot of problems. Make as much money as you possibly can. Buy all the things you want. Hire help to do everything you don't want to do. Get busy, get so busy, and buy it and insure it all. Forget what really matters. Become an expert on losing your direction. Then throw it away and seek depth and connection. But never forget where you've been. There are a lot of ways to be lost. One is to try to find yourself and forget to pay the bills. Time goes too fast on Sundays. Mondays, we get lost. Limo rides can be boring. It depends where you're going, how much purpose and passion you've got, and who's the driver. Getting lost will probably hold your interest. So will getting found. But some people don't like to stay found. They hop on a limo and say, go. And when the driver says, where? They say, surprise me. When the driver gets there, he says, you're here. And you say, where? And he tells you to pay him and get out. After you're 50 years old, you start recognizing a little more where you are. So you hang out for a while. You turn on your flashlight and talk to other lost people. Some of them have flashlights too.